Hey, book friends! It's Caitlin and Tishka here from Spill the Reads. Hope everyone is having an amazing Thanksgiving. I want to talk about Christmas book recommendations today. Since the beginning of the month, I have been checking out all kinds of Christmas books on Libby, and there's a lot that I liked and others that I didn't really like. But since opinions on these kind of Christmas books are so subjective, I'm going to talk about why I like certain ones and disliked others. Okay, so my favorite Christmas book I've read this year has probably been The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, and I think it's ruined me for all the other Christmas books I have on my TBR because for once, I feel like it's just so rare that a book will have more to do than just a Christmas Hallmark romance. This is an in between, like a cozy murder mystery and a romance novel, and it's just so much fun. We have these two authors that are like rivals. Maggie writes these cozy crime novels about cats fighting crime, and Ethan is this thriller guy, super masculine, like a frat guy almost. And basically, they get invited to this mansion, mistletoe mansion, somewhere in the UK, and the owner of the mansion is this really famous crime writer, and she goes missing out of a locked room, and so they're trying to find out what happened to her. And Maggie is super into it because this is her favorite author, the whole reason why she writes, and so they're trying to find out if she's dead or missing. And there's a bunch of different characters, people that all have motives, and it's just super fun. It has the most hilarious banter, and they have really good chemistry. It's an enemies to lovers kind of story, and I just had so much fun reading this book. So definitely swipe right on this one. Let me know if you've also read it. Also, it's funny, Ali Carter, the author, also wrote A Castle for Christmas, that Netflix movie, and I happen to really like that one. So I'm definitely going to be waiting to see what else she publishes. Another new Christmas book that came out this year is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore, which is about this grumpy heiress that buys this rundown Christmas tree farm that she wants to get up and running for Christmas. And she's trying to settle into this small town, but she's such a grump and she doesn't really want help from anyone, but she needs a lot of help. And that's where she meets Bennett, who is this good guy, and his dogs wander onto her farm, and they meet, and he ends up helping her out, and he is also obsessed with her. I thought this book was really kind of lackluster. I don't really know why people are going so crazy about it, probably just because it's super spicy. But I have a full review on it if you want to hear more. But yeah, I would say quality wise, this is kind of a swipe left for me. Let me know what you thought about this one. This next book that I'm talking about will make you want to run to Scotland immediately and have a beautiful Scottish Christmas. I'm talking about The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan, which takes place in Edinburgh. And it's about this girl named Carmen who just lost her job. And so she ends up doing her sister a favor and trying to help this bookshop that is going to go out of business. It sounds really cheesy, but it's really good. At this bookshop, the owner is this really eccentric old man that collects rare books, and she has to help him make the bookshop profitable before Christmas. And it's just super fun. There's really cool banter and characters, and it's just really cozy. I love all the descriptions of Christmas decorations, and there's even some romantic interest. This self-help author and this tree professor. It's just really fun. There's no spice at all, but it is really cute and romantic, and there's a lot of family stuff going on. She's trying to make amends with her sister, who she doesn't have anything in common with. I just love this one. It just has a little bit of everything. It was really heartwarming, and I really want to read the next one, Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop. Let me know if you've read this one. The next book I want to talk about is A Merry Little Meet Cute, which is the first book of the Christmas Notch series. And let me just say, I think it's so funny that with Christmas books, all of the covers kind of look the same. They're all like colorful and cheery, but you have like no idea that something can be like super steamy. And this book is like incredibly raunchy. I like read the description and obviously knew what I was getting into, but like I wasn't expecting everything to be so like in my face. This is a book about this adult film star and this washed up pop star, and they are making like a cheesy Christmas movie together in this Christmassy town in Vermont, and they're trying to like keep it a secret about like her other film work. And it's really original and like it is kind of fun, but it just kind of goes overboard on like the smut factor. And I feel like there wasn't like enough other plot besides like all the sexual tension. I was just kind of like put off by all of the like explicitness and like talk about lube and sex toys and stuff like that. So it was a little bit too much for me, but if that's like your speed this Christmas, then go for it. But for me, it was kind of a swipe left, not to mention it was super long. So it just took forever. Didn't really like that one. I don't really know if I want to keep reading more of this series. Let me know if any of the other books in this series were worth it. Last night, I just started reading All I Want Is You by Fallon Ballard. This is about two authors who are also exes, and they work for the same publishing house. And Jessica is like a romance writer and works at a cafe, and she's not as successful as her ex-boyfriend. And she ends up having to introduce him at this book event around Christmas time, and they end up getting like snowed in together. I haven't gotten into the story like that far yet, but I know there's going to be like something about them having to share the same room, and he still has like feelings for her, but she kind of hates him. It's pretty cute so far. I'm enjoying it. So for now, I'm swiping right, but I hope that it doesn't like go downhill from here. It's starting strong. Let me know if you've read this one. In honor of Thanksgiving, we have to talk about Love Under Contract. So basically, this woman needs a date to Thanksgiving because her sister is now with her ex, and she ends up hiring this guy she just had a one night stand with to be her date. And so they go to New York and they're like in a fake relationship for Thanksgiving. Okay, every 5 seconds, I just ask the same question, like, why is an English woman paying so much money to have a date to Thanksgiving? It just doesn't really make sense in my mind. And there's a whole lot of like smut going on. And I feel like they paid too much attention to the smut and not enough to like the plot making sense. So for me, so far, this is like a swipe left. I don't know if I'm going to keep listening to it. I just started reading Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey, and I can't decide if I like this one or not, but I'm going to give it a few more chapters. It's about Beat and Melody, and their moms were in this female rock band in the 90s, and they split up. And right now, everyone wants them to get back together because their songs are like going viral again. And they get this offer to be in some kind of like reality show. And they would each get like $1 million if they participated. And Beat, the guy, like really needs money because he's being blackmailed. Someone that knows his mom wants to like ruin her image. He doesn't want this to mess up the charity work that she's been doing. And so he really needs to come up with like 800 grand before Christmas. So far, it's just kind of stressing me out. And I also don't really feel that bad for like Nepo babies. So I don't know. I'm going to keep reading it, but so far I'm just like not really into it. And I just have to ask everyone, I keep seeing people talking about how my neighbors stole Christmas. And unfortunately, I can't find this book on Libby, so I'm going to have to buy it if I want to read it. And I just need to know if it's worth it. So let me know if you've read that one. And thanks for watching this video today. Hope everyone has a nice holiday season. Stick around for more end of year videos. I'm going to start categorizing like the best books that I've read this year by genre. Particularly like best mysteries, best thrillers, best horror, and maybe romance. So stick around to see those end of year videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye!